I thought, let's see, my lighting is not that good, but we're going to see. Let's see, maybe if I get the, um, hmm, let's see, I'm trying to find or make better lighting, and it's not working out like that. What was I supposed to be doing? Okay. This lighting is so off. My lucky hat, as I call it. I love this hat. Trying to get my lighting together. Um, I'm getting it together, y'all. Give me a second. Trying to get this little light situation together. So I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube. Um, I'm not the only person who has said this about viewers. In the live keeps jumping on and off. People are getting notifications late, or people are not getting notifications at all, or um, or they're getting the notification later on. Um, I guess after people are getting their notifications later on after the live. So y'all, I don't know what's going on. I personally will say, hello, thank you both. So I'm not sure what's going on with the notifications. I am hearing so many stories. Like I said, people's not getting notification, people not being notified until like a one's video it's totally over, or or whatever. I don't know what's going on. Um, I say that you guys complain to YouTube because it happened to me before. Too, I subscribe to a few channels, and I'm not getting. I have my notifications on. I'm not. There's times where I don't get notifications at all. Just like I didn't even get a notification that I had 2 new subscribers. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you to my new subscribers. But yeah, these notifications with YouTube is just like getting out of hand, and I think that you guys should. Um, you all should. I've complained about it. Um. So yeah. So YouTube, get yourself together. I don't know what's going on with that. Like I said the other day, I even had a someone that I follow. He's a love attraction guy, and he had a premiere set, and I clearly, um, I clearly had. Wait a minute, you guys. I'm so sorry. You know who always busy, always freaking busy, always busy. Ugh, always busy. It's crazy. People always want to text me when I'm online. Y'all don't text or say anything else, but you always, the enemy will use y'all to try to come online. But anyway, um, wow, yeah, it's really the notifications. Like I don't know if their website is overwhelmed, or what's going on. I mean, Google, come on now, you guys have got to um, upgrade and get your, uh, you know, get your shit together, because I'm hearing a lot of people say that, oh, I didn't get the note. And not just towards me, I'm talking about other people that I watch will be like, yeah, I didn't get the notification. I got the notification next day. Or, um, your video was halfway over and I'm just getting the notification. So I don't know what's going on. I personally am going to complain about it, because there are people. I'm gonna be honest. There are people that watches people's page, and it's like everybody comes on YouTube. Everybody comes online for a different experience. Everybody comes online for a different reason. There are some people that come on and they subscribe to a certain channel because that's what they need in their life. I have a couple channels that I watch daily. Dr. Uh, what is his name? I'm terrible with names. Um, Dr. Charles Stanley. I watch him every day, like 3 or 4 times a day. It's like my go-to channel. It's like I just need the spiritual growth that he teaches me. He teaches some really awesome stuff. I used to watch and I still do from time to time, the Sid Roth is Supernatural. Now, I had an episode of that I watched yesterday, and I was bugged out about it because this young man said, um, you guys are so silly. This young man said, and you know what? To each their own, to each their own, um, you know, what they believe or whatever. I don't know why my lips feel crusty. Um, this young man on Sid Roth Supernatural said that, and this is his belief, this is fine, but it really got me thinking. I was just like, oh, God, here we go again, where now I'm confused. He said that your loved ones, when they pass away, do not come to visit you. He said there is no such thing as ghosts. There is no such thing as spirits. Your ancestors, your loved ones do not come back and visit you. He said there's either heaven or there's hell. There's no purgatory world. He said that if you ever has made contact with anybody like from your past or loved ones or whatever like that, he said that those were demons. And then I went into the comments and I was reading the comments, and I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I don't know. Maybe I should believe it, but if to be honest with you, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Thank you. It doesn't make any sense. Come in if you're coming in. You're playing at the door. You're distracting me. It doesn't make any sense. Demons don't take that long. A demon would not take its time to, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it because that whole word just upsets me anyway. But yeah, the man said that your ancestors, your past loved ones, or whatever, do not come back in the afterlife to visit you or give you little signs or console you or this. And there is absolutely no such thing as ghost spirits or whatever. I beg to differ. Thank you. I beg to differ. I don't believe that. I just don't see a bad entity taking the time out. Now they do disguise themselves and they do come in and they do pretend and this, but I can't see one of them continuously year after year. You know what I'm saying? Month after month, like minute after minute, because that's not the characteristic of the entity. Now they might come in at first and, act like they're your loved one and this, but after a while, they're gonna show up and show out, and you're gonna be oh, this is not a family member, this is not a loved one, this. And I was reading the comments and so many people agreed with him, and I was just like, I don't know, I beg to differ. I don't find any truth in that. But yeah, there are people that come on YouTube for a reason. There are people that come and they watch certain channels and they get what they need, and it actually makes and changes their day. And I don't know. So YouTube, yeah, you need to get it together. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about something that I talked about before, and that for me it was knowing that I was on the right path in life. Um, I got my confirmation that I was on the right path because I've come on YouTube and I've spoken about a variation of different things. And now it's getting to the point that when I've come on here and I've talked about different things, I've, exited out of YouTube. I've, thank God. for a good message or whatever, or good response, good feedback, from people commenting. But my last live, I talked about being aligned with certain people, and how imperative it is that people match your spiritual growth, how your friends match your spiritual growth, and just associating yourself with certain people was imperative. And I know that sometimes out of loneliness, or out of like wanting to see the better in people, or just wanting to, save a person, or just, trying to help a person be a better person, we tend to hold on to, certain type of friendships or whatever. So lo and behold, I get offline, and I want to say it was either a later that evening. I came across a video. Let me see. I like to get people's names right. Yes, Dr. Stanley Charles talked about it. He has a sermon that he did on friendships, and the certain type of friendships and relationships that you should acquire, and everything that I've been coming and talking to you guys about friendships and relationships. He spoke on to the T. I was like, go Kimmy, go Kimmy, go Kimmy, and I knew that I'd never come from a bad place, and I'm not telling people to get rid of all their friends and stuff like that. And I say this with all due respect. I'm only talking about the people that want to spiritually grow. So if you're not, in your spiritual growth, or you don't want to spiritually grow, that's fine. I'm not judging you or whatever. I'm just saying I am here to talk to the people that I can spiritually grow with. And the things that I say from experience, things I've gone through and stuff like that. And to hear Dr. Stanley talk about these things, it was amazing, and he just hit on so many things that I hit on. And he used the word aligned, being aligned with certain people, having to, let certain people go, people being envious of your growth. Even, you can have like I said, you can have a person in your life that pats you on the back. Oh my God, I'm so happy, I'm so proud of you, this, but then something to come up, and then how they really feel about the situation. And sometimes it's no fault to their own. It's because they're just not there yet. And he was like, I don't know, you guys. I'm just like in awe with it, because I'm just like, oh my God. I just did my own video about the same exact thing that he's talking that he was talking about, being aligned with people, certain relationships, and certain friendships. And the word relationship is another word for friendship, because we can have a friendship relationship. It doesn't always mean, commitment. A lot of people just want to jump into, assume that I'm always talking about committed relationship wise or marriage wise. And actually, I'm not. I'm actually just talking about an plain out, regular old friendship. Those things um, are very important. And it was just very amazing to hear him, speak on the same thing. This is a guy who's super anointed, um, a guy who has been around for a long time. He's well respected, and to actually talk about some of the things that he talked about before he even made his video was like, it was comforting. It was amazing. And I'm just like, Kim, you're in the right path. I already knew I was going down the right path. Anytime I can come on here and say, you guys, I came from a place of A, B, and C, and if I can learn to wholeheartedly forgive someone or someone's, and this, you can too. And I mean that. But I do understand that everybody is on a different path of forgiveness and, love, and just, reconnecting with people. People's progress is not going to be the same as mine. I think that I'm learning that my progress is actually different, and it was sooner than later. One, because I've always been that type of person, quick to forgive, quick to love, just quick to, show my, humility and stuff like that. I think, to be honest with you, mentally, emotionally, and socially, God needed for my, you know, my forgiveness, or, my recovery to be quick, because of the things in my life that occurred. So I'm learning that. Like I said, we are all on a different path in life. We're all, um, on the level up different. We're all on just on a different road to recovery. I'm sorry, all together differently. And like I said, I say what I say because I will, people will come on your channel to support you. And you can talk about certain things and some things. And this is why I say, you know, I warn people. I say, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to whitewash anything. I'm not going to do that. This is my channel. I'm going to speak on my growth. I'm going to speak on the things that have happened to me in my life. And if those things have involved you and you don't like it, I never say a person's name, then you should just, exit the room, as they say. But I'm not going to not do something because it's going to um, and I'm not saying it to be mean, offend you or whatever like that. Like I'm here to talk about my personal growth, and I'm not going to, like I said, sugarcoat or whitewash any of that. I'm just not going to do that because everything in life for me is a learning experience. And like I said, for me, it builds character and it just lets me know the type of people, the type of mentality, the type of characteristics and personalities with people. Um, that I'm dealing with. That's why I make certain type of disclaimers. When I do my video, I say, this, some of you might, be offended or whatever. And I say that because of where you are in your life. I can sit on here and say, I had 10 people just totally do me wrong, but I forgave them. And we actually had a cordial conversation. And you could be thinking in your head, she better than me. Ew, she's this, and this. And I might get a phone call or a text. And I said a lot of this the other day. You know, I pray that you guys get to the point where I'm at, where you can wholeheartedly forgive a person without holding on to that bitterness and that angry and that aggression, and not putting that off on others, and not, projecting that on others, putting that off on others, or trying to um, encourage other people that they should have that they should hold that same bitterness, grief, and animosity, because I'm not going to do that. And like I said, we live, first of all, we live in a small community. Everybody talks, people talk to their friends, the family members. So you never know who knows someone. So I've been in situations where I've had a conversation with someone and they went and, briefly discuss what I talked about or my video to someone else. And this, not knowing that I knew that person or knew of that person, or a friend of mine knew that person, sorry, knows that person or whatever. And I've had things come back to me. Yeah, my friend, I was talking to my friend A, B, and C, and they were talking about a young lady that does a YouTube, where she was talking about something. And I thought that was you. If some A, B, and C was said, and I'm like, okay, I did say that, and that person was like, oh, she crazy and she's stupid because she forgave that person real quick, and because she, always talking about this, and this, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool. So that's why I make the disclaimers that my channel is not for anybody that's mentally and emotionally, physically sensitive. I exit the room if that's what you have to do. I'm sorry. I can't. I want to share my growth with people, and I can't have people who are that are trying to, you know, not jeopardize. What is the word I'm looking for? People try to just, mess with that. You understand what I'm saying? Because even you might not be in a person's face, but they talk about how it's super duper important to watch what you say, or watch what you put out into the universe, because things vibrate. And even though you might not be near me, or you might not be saying it, you still put those negative things about me out in the universe. Now I really don't care. Let's get that straight. What you say and what you tell your friends and whatever, I really don't care. But God cares. The universe cares. And when you do that stuff, it vibrates back to that person, especially when you come in from, or you're dealing with a person that is super duper spiritually, a person that's like, in all with God, or in all with whoever, excuse me, they worship. So it does get back. So again, that's why I make those disclaimers that my videos are only for the people who, are just there with it. You understand what I'm saying? That are just, you know, I don't want to say on the same level because I really don't have a level. I'm a very neutral person. I'm just with spiritual growth. That's all. But anyway, but yeah, that's how I knew that that's how I know that I'm on the right path because different things that I've come on here and I spoke about, excuse me, I drank some water. I had other um, highly respected people talk about it too. Um, and not so much after me, before me, it doesn't matter. I've just, God put those videos in my feed. And I'm just like, here we go again, God, thank you. I see you. I see you. And I'm just like, those to me are confirmations that I'm on the right path is when I speak on something and then I see something, and this is just my personal opinion, this is just for me and my own spiritual growth. When I come across videos that are so relatable to what I have just finished talking about, I've talked about stuff recently, you guys, come back on YouTube and saw a video that someone did 2 years ago on the same thing that I talked about. I'm just like, okay, okay, okay. I'm a little behind on it, but that's my pace. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at on my spiritual growth. But I wanted to tell you guys something. Please get to a place where you can stop holding grudges, stop being bitter, stop being angry, stop holding all this animosity. It is not good for you mentally, emotionally, and physical. You are, when you think, and I'm guilty of this too, when you are out here thinking bad and thinking bad things of yourself and thinking bad things of other people, especially thinking bad things of yourself, remember, whatever you think, your body, your, what is it, your brain sends that, or your body, something about your body sends it to your brain, or your brain sends it to the body, and it sends out these signals, and it does something to your spirit. I forgot exactly how it was said to me this morning, but I was reading something from this doctor who's an anthropologist. He's a scientist. He's a doctor. He just has all of these, and what he said, it really does make sense. And that's why I'm actually going to start getting into, and I hope that you guys, check that out too. I'm going to start making what they call loops. I listen to a lot of what they call I am affirmations. Remember, I told you guys before where there's one that I listen to. And what it does is it kind of reconstructs your self-conscious mind while you're sleeping. And it just basically says, I am great, I am wonderful, I am blessed, I am this. And you guys get into the habit of actually saying these things during the day to yourself. You know what? I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm happy. I'm this, I'm that, because your brain sends a signal or something like that to your body. And it does something. It edifies your spirit. I know that it does. It edifies your spirit because when I'm laying in the bed at night sometimes, there's a couple things that I might say. I know I was told that the angels up in heaven, all they do all day is just holy, 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 holy. Or I'll just be like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. And it does something. It does. It really does edify. I know for me, it edifies my spirit. It just does something amazing to my spirit, and I get a good night sleep. But I'm not going to take up too much of y'all's time because I'm about to make myself some tuna macaroni. Wanted to make some seafood salad, but I don't have all the ingredients. So I'm gonna try to come back. Um, um, Try to come back a little bit later and talk to you guys about some other things that I am doing. I was offered my first collaboration. Ew, ew. I am so excited about that. Someone hit me up, texted me, was like, I would love to do a collaboration with you. I was just like, and I'm not charging this person because when you with other YouTubers that are in their thousands and millions of subscribers, they charge each other for collaborations. I don't think I'm not going to say I don't understand that, but to each their own. I don't know. I do understand. I guess for travel, if you're doing mukbangs for food and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's not all about the almighty. It's not all about the almighty dollar. For me, I might say that now, but once I get up there, I might not think that. The other thing is to you guys don't forget to check out my discussion board. Don't forget to um check out the videos that I've uploaded. You guys seem to only watch my live videos. That means you don't have your notifications on. So, you guys give my little video a thumbs up and, share my little video and like my little video and send it to somebody. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I know that thumbs up was from you, Jamal. You always give me a thumbs up. But anyway, um, yeah, like your support is everything. Um, What you doing? Yeah, your support is everything to me, and I really appreciate it. So again, thank you to my new subscribers and my old subscribers, my watchers, my students, my listeners. I love you guys so much, and your support is everything to me. I want to thank you all that are at work and you come in and out of my videos. I thank you too for taking the time out to come in and say hello. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to go and make my food and I will try to come back to you guys a little bit later. I'm wishing everybody, a blessed and fantastic day. Remember to put God in everything that you do. Everything that you do. Whenever you're thinking about doing something, ask Him, God, what do you think I should do? What do you need me to do? Is this right or whatever? And then you wait and you listen for His answer. I'm working on that myself. You guys have a tremendous day. I love you guys for your support. Thank you.